With heartache and pain, know that life transitions are not happening as a means of punishment, but as a means of bringing you closer to God. Here are 9 things that I did to turn my pain into purpose and profit while making an impact in the community. So the first thing I did was I started with service. I thought about how I can provide value to someone else. There was a sister friend who lost her husband 4 months after my husband passed away. And I offered to facilitate a Zoom service for her husband because we were still in a time of COVID. So there was over 100 people who attended that Zoom. That means there was 100 people in real time that was having some form of ease and having some experience of healing, because there was a platform for them to pay their respects virtually and express how this person who has passed away impacted their lives. Trust your intuition. Your intuition is a powerful, powerful, powerful tool that helps to shape your guidance and direction. That's what I did. I trusted my intuition by helping a friend who lost their spouse by providing a virtual service that was really just out of the act of love. And the opportunity opened up due to a funeral director being on the Zoom service, and she needed someone to operate the Zoom for her funeral home, which opened up the opportunity for me to make additional money, which led to it evolving into a business. Identify the problem. What I knew for certain is being Muslim and how we bury our deceased as Muslims. For those who are unaware, like, we have to bury our deceased within a 72-hour span time. So we don't have time to waste, like, because not many people have the resources, whether it's the time off from work or the finances, to just stop abruptly, book a plane ticket, and to travel to bury their loved one and pay their respects. So to add COVID on top of this, it was very clear that this was a need for the community. So the next thing I did was I actually began to conduct market research. I began to research other companies, like my competitors. Like, what are the other companies that are out there providing virtual services? And as I did my research, I identified that there were no other Muslim communities offering a virtual funeral service in the manner of which I did. So I knew that I was doing the right thing and I was moving in the right direction, because there was clearly a need for this. What I did next, I joined entrepreneur communities. I took 8-week course for new entrepreneurs starting their business, and I joined, and the organizations that hosted these workshops were nonprofits, so that it was free. I didn't have to pay anything. And they received funding to help new entrepreneurs grow and launch their business. So in this, there were a network of other women entrepreneurs. They provided special guests each week. They focused on marketing, they focused on branding, they focused on content, they focused on the legal aspect of business, they focused on how to form a business, how to open up a bank account, how to go for funding. And this was an incredible incubator that really gave me the support that I needed to launch my business. Now, mind you, while I'm going through this program, I'm still in the first year after the passing of my late husband, and it had a major blow on me. So it took time for me to move through my grieving and healing process. But as I was taking my time and moving through my healing and grieving process, I was also very focused on growing Hearts Connected. I was very dedicated to pouring into Hearts Connected because I needed an outlet, a creative outlet, to help me move through my pain, but also turn that into purpose. Next thing I did was I gave to build trust. I offered discounted prices for my services, and I also facilitated some services for free. And that, to me, helped to build my credibility. It brought in a lot of testimonials, and it offered a lot of referrals. Like, by me taking families at a discount rate or at no charge, it helped me to build my confidence in this new arena. It gave me practice, like, seriously, it gave me practice to facilitate in different kind of environments, because I facilitated, it was not an Islamic business. I hosted families from all walks of life, from all parts, from different religions, different backgrounds, and from all over the world, from Hawaii to Japan to Germany to America to Afghanistan. Like this business reached far and wide. So by me offering these services for free and at discount rate, especially in the initial stages, it just really built my credibility. So I want you to say, I just want to say, if you're starting out, do not hesitate to offer a service for free or provide a product for free and also at a discount rate, because you're starting out. You're building your reps, you're building your credibility, you're gaining testimonials. You can always ask for testimonials, and that really helped to grow my business and anchor and build my credibility. The next thing that I did was a little scary, but I did it. I legitimized my business. I legitimized my business by forming an LLC, and I'm so grateful because not only was I a part of one community for entrepreneurs, I was also a part of 3 other communities. So this particular organization is based in California. They provided mentors for aspiring entrepreneurs, and my mentor walked me through the application process of forming my LLC. Like, she held my hand through the whole entire process, and I'm so grateful for her because I was scared incorporating my business. I've never done this before. This is the first time I've ever officially legitimized a business. You know, I've always had other means of making money outside of my 9 to 5, but this is the first time like I was official. So I didn't know what I was doing. So she walked me through the process. I also opened up my bank account, and that was really a straightforward process because once you formalize your business, which I did at LLC, then you get documents sent to you, and you bring those documents to the bank, and then bam, you have a business bank account. I had a business card, and I was able to now receive funds to my business bank account, not my personal bank account. When I built my website, I went to GoDaddy and I built my website, and it was a plug and pull, and that was easy to do. And I also secured my social media handles, which allowed me to promote my business under Hearts Connecting. Hearts Connecting is no longer in operation because I phased out of that business as I went through my rebuilding process after the phase of losing my husband, which I shared in other videos, and I'll go further into that in future videos. But during the time, that's what I did. The next thing that I did was I promoted, I shared, and I partnered with people. I promoted. So I held information sessions, or AKA webinars. I invited community leaders, spiritual leaders, those who deal with death in the community. You know, you have that go-to person, whether it's a pastor, a preacher, an imam, a rabbi, that spiritual leader that everyone goes to when someone passes away. I contacted all the key players. I just say players, but I contacted all the key people who deal in the area of funerals and janazas, and I shared with them my services, and most of them have experienced Hearts Connecting services because they were recipients of it, meaning their friends or loved ones passed away and they were in attendance of one of my services that was facilitated. So they were aware of it, but I had to educate them more about it. So I held an information session where I educated them about the services, what we provide, our different packages, and how they can get started. By doing that information session, provided me with the opportunity or family who is incarcerated in California. The incarcerated person's mother passed away, and I was able to facilitate the services. We not only did we facilitate the Zoom service, we also was there for the burial component. So this person was able to pay his respects via in prison by watching the recording of the service. It's a hard way to pay your respects. He had an opportunity to at least to see his mother be laid to rest, because he was unable. From a business standpoint, that was one of my highest paid clients, and that's when I'm like, wow, like people will really pay that high price. So that definitely boosted my confidence as an entrepreneur. Also, in terms of sharing, I also shared it with other funeral homes. I had lives on social media. I was consistent on my social media posting and sharing the work that I do. I also had a mailing list, so I would keep that top of mind for other families who will experience the passing of a loved one. And this was something that really helped me, because although my business is not up and operating anymore because I phased out, I still have clients or people calling for me to facilitate services, and I do not promote Hearts Connecting. So the services were so impactful and the experience was so memorable and heartfelt, where I still have people calling to facilitate the services, and I do facilitate. I just don't promote the business anymore because, again, I'm in a new season in life. And I want to end with this. Know that God will give you a vehicle to ease your pain. You see, God gave me Hearts Connecting to truly ease my pain and to help me heal. Like, I recall facilitating services, and I was crying during those services. I was professionally crying. You know, I was able to still conduct myself and facilitate and show up as a professional. But these services, they definitely were triggering, but it still allowed me to feel the pain of the families and feel the pain of my own pain, and allow that experience to help heal me. You see, for me, being there for a family when they lose a loved one, I think that's one of the most sacred positions that God can appoint someone. When you are there to alleviate pain of the passing of a loved one, there's no pain greater than that. We all will experience death, that's for sure. So to be up close and personal with that kind of transition and transformation, it was a gift from God, and I recognized it. And I'm grateful that I had that opportunity to empathize and connect and to celebrate the life of their loved ones, because that is something that will always stay with me. And the work that I've done will always stay with them. So when you are turning your pain into purpose, you really are reaching in the hearts of those who you're serving, and you're helping to transform their life. You're helping to alleviate their pain. You're helping to bring them to a better place. You're helping to bridge gaps. You're creating memories that will last a lifetime within that generation. So I hope this video was useful and beneficial, and I would love to hear from you in the comments. Just share what's your takeaway, and also remember to subscribe.